So I've been back in London for a little bit, but now I'm flying out to meet up with Matt again.
Hello.
In Southeast Asia. Our first country is Cambodia, and the place you have to go to if you come here is the former capital of the Khmer Empire, Angkor. It's such a big place that we actually visited it over a couple of days, so spot the continuity errors. It's very cool. This temple here has been left relatively unreconstructed, and you get a really good sense of what the first sort of white explorers must have felt when they first discovered it. There's beautifully decorated rocks everywhere that you can just climb on and walk over. Any one of them could be in the British Museum behind glass with a little label by it, but they're just here laying around. Matt, where are we?
We're in Phra Khan, and it is a fusion temple dedicated to Buddha, Shiva, Brahma and Vishnu. Matt out.
As the day went on, the place was swamped by more and more tourists. We're here with Will and Charlie.
Oh.
Hey guys.
I'm filming as well.
What have we got there, Will? We've got some chicken, banana and egg.
Yeah, and bread. American breakfast. We're now at the Battambang temple, which has 216 faces looking down at us. There's one. There's another. There's another, and there's another. And another.
The Takao temple with an unspecified number of steps to the top.
We're now going to stop for a coconut.
I'm a coconut. You're cocoa nuts, you are. We've climbed up to the very top of the building in the centre of Angkor Wat. It's so impressive to look out over the scenery that's around us and also see where we were this morning to watch sunrise over our heads.
Simba, everything the light touches. That's King Louis' kingdom around here. We've just finished our final temple, final day in Siem Reap. Our faces have now officially melted off. Oh no, wrong country, that's New Zealand.
We've just been wandering around Siem Reap and we came across an artisan school. A lot of the workers in here can't talk and some of them are deaf as well. So this is a really good opportunity for them to be able to earn some money. We've just been in to see silk painting, where the big paintings take a month for them to complete.
We had a tour of the site and then we purchased little elephants because we're travellers and it's really spiritual. So I couldn't stay away from the classroom that long. We found ourselves in a classroom in Cambodia.
I'm going to show Matt the teaching isn't all that difficult. This is my group of 4 kids, and they're going to read to you from this book. Look. Sand castle.
No.
Yeah. Goodbye. So we're at round 2. This is our second hour of teaching. Me and Matt got split up in the second time round. My class is finished. Now Matt is talking to the other class.
I play football and I enjoy it. That was intense.
That was 2 hours of quite, I would say, quite difficult teaching.
Cover supervisors of the world, I sympathise with you. It's your own time you're wasting. After teaching, we've now come for some frozen yogurt. Ian has found out that the guy who's serving us is also volunteering because the money that's raised from this shop goes back to helping education in Cambodia.
Cambodia has a very recent violent past, which it helps to have an idea of when visiting the country. So we went to Chung Ai Genocide Centre to find out more. We're at what's known as the killing fields outside the capital of Phnom Pehn. So here's some facts about the country and the place. Cambodia gained independence from France in 1953, then about a decade later suffered bombings from the US in relation to the Vietnam War. Then in 1975, the communist group the Khmer Rouge overthrew the government led by Pol Pot. Phnom Penh was emptied by Pol Pot's troops in 3 days, and all the inhabitants sent out to the countryside to work for the regime. Over the 4 years of the regime, nearly a quarter of the population died, many of them at execution camps like this one. Walking around, you can see human bones and clothes of the victims sticking out of the ground. It's absolutely worth visiting here, even though it's quite a difficult and sobering experience. It's a history that's still very raw, and we'll come back to it later. But the next part of our trip, we travelled to Battambong and met up with a guy called Anthony, who met a tour guide, and we're going exploring for the day with Astrid, Anthony, and Phi Lay, a guide who's disappeared.
Come on.
Petrol here is sold in old drinks bottles.
This is a 2-bottle now.
Opt we went to a market, but this one's a little bit more graphic than some of the others we visited, so if you're squeamish, you might want to give it 45 seconds. These insects, you fry them and they taste minty. We found ants that are served up with their eggs. They do a lot of stuff to preserve fish, so some of it's split in half and dried, so you almost get fish jerky. There's fresh fish that they cut up with papaya and sugar, and that makes it sort of ceviche. We're here at the crocodile farm. They have a mixture of male and female in these areas, and the whole idea is to get the females pregnant and to get the eggs. The eggs take about 3 months to hatch, and then they sell the baby crocodiles to China, Thailand for mainly meat. But they sell the babies because they're easier to transport. So once the crocodile grows up, they're not worth any money. I'm holding a 9-month-old little baby crocodile that's quite considerably bigger than its sibling, so we wonder which one has been doing the most eating. So Matt, you're very comfortable holding this crocodile? Ish. Our guide Phi Lay was living in Cambodia during the time of the Khmer Rouge rule. He tells us his story. Some parts are extremely far removed from the modern Western life that I can relate to, so it's really important to remember that these are real things that happened to millions of real people only about 40 years ago.
I city boy, I born Phnom Penh, I know all. My parents rich, I happy also.
Yeah.
In my room have the fan, refrigerator, sleep on the mattress, and the breakfast, lunch, dinner. And then my room move people outside. And create the people create new village like me. Cut the leaf, the palm leaf cover the roof. Cut the tree, make the pole, no wall, no kitchen. Oh, and then my sister, my brother sleep opposite their leg on mosquito net. You understand? Because very small house, maybe 5 meter long and 4 meter wide. No bathroom, and then the toilet on the field. In the morning, 6 o'clock, the sunrise, knock the bell. Tung, 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 all got up. Sometimes I make the canal. Sometimes it not finished, the sun set down, I try to work dark also. And then after that, we like the still also be there before. Like skin, the Khmer Rouge told me, your brother and your father die. After that, I don't care. I not cry, I hungry. You understand? 6 months more, I got sick, I got malaria, my hair's gone, I skinny. I decide run away to find something to eat. Rat, mouse, cockroach, leech, you know leech?
Yeah.
Oh, leech. A lot the leech, the suck the buffalo. I take off the blood. I clean. I stick grill. I eat with my friend. 3 of my friends saw something to eat. After that, they work by my rules. Hey, policeman, come. They dig the hole. I saw my own eye. Oh, they shout and they cry and the blood for don't take them on the whole cover. After that, I ran away to the refugee camp in Thailand 9 years more. 9 years more. And then now I have 8 children. I eat food every day, toilet every day. I'm free. Freedom, but the fun is better before the my rules. You know? But it's better.
Phi Lay said he was taking us to an island. We've landed on the eastern shore, and
over to the west shore.
And there's the western shore. Sometimes you have strange moments. We were just discussing how we're in the middle of a man-made lake built during times of, well, effectively slavery, and our guide here helped dig it. When I say helped, it makes it sound like it was his choice. We then went to the dam, which was keeping the reservoir in place, which had been turned into a makeshift water park, where a new generation of Cambodians were calling us.
Look where we are.
Very sweaty looking. Hopefully we should be seeing some bats coming out very soon. Sorry.
Whenever I'm watching bats come out of a cave, I like to listen to this. Good music.
Matt, how do you feel witnessing this spectacle of nature?
It smells. And I've been travelling with Ian for 3 months, so I should know.
Oi! The last city on our Cambodian trip was Phnom Pehn, the city I can never pronounce. Here's what we got up to.
We've decided to do something we know nothing about and go on a self-guided architecture tour. I feel this is a maybe about 1917 kind of creation. 1917.
Finished 1920.
Yeah, okay. The oldest public toilet, built 1959. Smells a bit.
Just chatting to a gentleman back there who did a qualification in accounting, but apparently accounting jobs are only given to women in Cambodia, which it's unfortunate that he didn't know that before he did his qualification.
So behind me is the former US Embassy.
No, I don't think so. I think it's this over here.
Oh.
Yep, that's the one. We're in the 1937 built Central Market, which is huge. It's not a food market, so I'm slightly disappointed, but it's got lots of other shiny things as well. Matt's buying some speakers, or is negotiating buying some speakers, and is now going to play some ridiculous music for these lovely ladies at the stall.
That's the max. Ian's just getting some food behind me, so it all looks very gloopy. I'm not that hungry at the moment, so we'll see what he's come out with. So this is what Ian bought.
They gave it to me in a bag of ice, which is now turned into water. And now I've got like various selections of jelly slop, so we'll see what it tastes like.
Geography. Oh, I just got shat on.
Did you actually?
Right, Ian, we've stopped being pooed on, so what you got there?
Sloppy things.
I've got a geography question for you in a minute, but before then...
It's like slime off a children's TV. That's what I'm putting in my mouth right now. But with a vegetable-y, coconutty taste.
So Ian, whilst you continue that, we've got a point over here where two rivers meet. We've got the Mekong in the distance meeting this river in front of us. What do you call it when two rivers meet?
A dam.
Get out. For everyone else who's intelligent and said confluence, well done. You eat your slime and think about what you've done.
We're approaching the Russian market. The reason for coming to the Russian market was to see if we can have some of the seafood street food that is around it. Yeah.
I want all of this.
All the chips. Excuse me. Oh, there we go. Right, I've got an oyster, and I'm going to change to focus on you. Oh, I did it beautifully. That's really sweet. So we're in a sky bar in Phnom Pehn, keeping the noise down so that I don't disrupt all of the other patrons. Busy Monday night.
What happens? What happens at 1:30 in the morning after a lot of drink?
Charlotte's just drunk the bar dry of Jack Daniels. And that makes you larger than life.
Are we Brits abroad? Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim cheree.
So that was it for Cambodia. Read all about it in the blog. There's a link in the description down below, and also all the details of all the things we did, including Phi Lay's details. So if you want to book a personal tour, you can with him. Subscribe to the channel so you can catch up with us on the next leg of our adventure, which is going to be in Vietnam.
Ciao for now.
If you're getting down, baby, I want it now, baby. Come and get it on, baby. I want it now, baby.